Hello, good morning. Yes, Anbona. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for coming back. I honor you. Thank you for real. And I still say the support has been crazy, so I really appreciate everyone who's giving positive commentary, who's sharing, who's rewatching, and who's obviously subscribing. So I am very appreciative of your time, because it's time. So thanks for that. What's on my mind today? This thing, dare I say, it's as serious as the marital relationship. I feel like this is my observation. So I'm talking about friendships. What exactly? Friendships and the expectations, the pressure, silent, that passive aggressive type of pressure that's there. Just those heart-wrenching moments where you find out a friend is not happy with how you've been friendshipping, those type of stuff, that mess. And I think a lot of us encounter this around, maybe like the ages of 25 up, just depending on our maturity and the maturity of the friendship. But those ages, and then it gets worse there, 28, 29, 30. Oh my God. It's almost like everyone just goes through the most, and we either take it out on our friends, or our friends are really just crappy friends because they're also going through the most. But anyway, let's get into this. I've been dumped. And I'm not laughing because it was hurtful. Let me tell you the two instances where I was dumped by friends. The first one was a group of friends that I had in the Eastern Cape, and I loved these girls. I still love these girls to death. Yeah, I went there because I didn't pass my matric properly, so I went there to improve my matric basically. So we all met at the school that catered for people who wanted to improve their matrics. So it was like instant. And we're also different. It was a group of 4 of us, and we were just sisters. We were sisters. It was so crazy. They had a friendship prior to me joining, so they knew each other. I think 2 were best friends, and the other one was close with them, and then I came into the picture. Hit it off. It was really one of the best years of my life. Those girls, we lived in East London, so those girls showed me just a fun good time that year. So anyway, that was like I was 19 or 18, and so after that we all pass our matrics, so we get the marks that we want, and life goes on. We all go to varsity. Most of us graduated, all of us, whatever. But fast forward to the year I started dating my husband, so at the time boyfriend. And obviously, guys, life happens, and this is, I think, another thing we need to talk about. Life happens. You share moments with people, very special moments in your younger years, right? Then you all grow up, things happen, life drifts you guys apart, so you have to move because you need to go pursue school or whatever the reason is. And so some people are good at this. I will not lie. I'm not so great at it. I think I'd rate myself 45% at keeping a friendship alive when you guys don't live in the same town anymore. So that happened to my friends and I think I was the only one who left though. All of them kind of stayed in the Eastern Cape, or no, 2 of them went to Cape Town, and then the other 2, it was 5 of us, my goodness. Then the other 2 stayed in the Eastern Cape. So, and I mean, they were all from there, so I guess going home they'd see each other. So I was the odd one out who now went back. I mean, home for me is the Northern Cape, and then I went to live in Bloemfontein. So the connection wasn't that strong anymore. And I'm not gonna now, this is not a video where I point fingers, but my part was not wonderful. Okay, cool. Guys, but the whole time I didn't think things were as bad as they were, because I later found out, the girls were hurt. So life goes on. I meet the boy. I'm in my own world, in my own bubble. And then the wedding comes. Okay, well, proposal, da da da. It was not even a second thought. I was going to have my girls there for my wedding. So I can't remember if this conversation happened after I got married. It happened after, because only one came to my wedding. The other one didn't ghost or say nothing. It was a matter of she couldn't. I can't remember what happened with the other two, but I was called up. So wedding happens, one friend comes. I'm grateful still. I mean, I understand, like, we're not all working and East London's far, so having to travel, it was really fine. I wasn't offended or hurt by that at all, really at all. I think I had other things to really stress out about. Cool, wedding happens, and now I think it was a couple of months into me being married. I never followed up with the other two girls, like, why didn't you come, why didn't you say anything? I don't remember if they even said something. They really could have just said, "Ski, I can't come," and kumbuli. Cool. I think I was going to East London. Yes, I think I was going to East London, and I called the girls, each of them or one of them, to say, "Hey, you know, I'm coming. Can you please meet up? I won't be long, but can we see each other?" The one friend says, "It's crazy that I think I can just pop up after so many years and want to rekindle or talk or be or chat like things are normal." So I'm taken aback, like, what did I miss? What's happening? And she basically goes on to tell me that they were hurt because after I left, just went quiet. And obviously we only had each other on Facebook, because Facebook was the thing back then, and they would see my new life, and you know, that I started dating, and it seems like this boy was my whole world, and I'm not talking to them anymore. I'm not even telling them about him. Like, they just felt so excluded. And obviously I made friends in Bloom, and it seems like, you know, I was just this girl in this new friendship circle, and blah blah blah. And I mean, that's kind of part of the reason why most of them didn't come to the wedding, because they just felt like it's out of place. We're not friends anymore. Why does she want us there? Let me tell you something. I've got a klein heart. Ne? Those people that just, a lot of things affect you. You take them personally, hard on yourself, especially if the thing is on you, like you caused it. And then to pair that up, which is a horrible duo, is I'm a people pleaser. And this sucks. I only learned this about myself, like, I think 2 years ago. And like, I'm happy when everyone is happy with me. And if just one person isn't, or if I do something that I can tell makes someone else uncomfortable, it doesn't, I'm not okay. And I mean, it can't, that is not a great trait. It's not great. As call up. So I'm crushed. I hear that and immediately I'm crushed. I think I was in the car with my husband and I start crying because I'm like, I wasn't even aware that I did that to you. I made you feel that way. And, you know, I was apologizing profusely on the phone. And I asked, do the other girls feel the same way? And they're like, yeah, dude. I even felt like an ass for not even noticing that my friends have distanced themselves or just seeing the signs. So I apologized to that friend. I call the other two. The one was like, you know, yeah, you did hurt me and I felt this way, but at the same time, I can't say, I mean, if I was in your shoes, maybe da-da-da. And then there was one, she was like, cool, I hear you, just know that things will never be the same again. Actually, I'm not even interested, da-da-da. But she was being honest. She's always been a straightforward person, so I respect that she stuck to her guns. It just hurt a lot. And for some reason, her and I were the ones who were always told, you know, we look alike, we're like the same-ish person, and I felt like she was my twin, but no, whatever. So I was very hurt, and I don't know if it's just me, but friendship quarrels, they touch me, my guy. Like, I do not think any other quarrels touch me the way friendship ones do, other than my husband, quarrels with my husband. And that's why in the beginning of the video I said, maybe we can compare these things to a marriage. And of course now, when we talk about levels and spirituality and all that stuff, it's not the same thing. So don't get me wrong, please. But it's like, I have to give it attention. I have to be aware of the other person's feelings. I have to compromise. I have to make the person happy. I need to tell the person what I expect. They need to tell me what they expect. Isn't that a marriage? Honestly, you don't do that with your colleagues. I mean, you do it in a professional capacity, but I think personally, friendships are that deep. Or am I just being a woman? I don't know. So that was my first incident of being dumped. Second one is a very, 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 very close friend of mine. We met in high school. It was like, you know, and all as well, after matric, we all grew up. We saw each other a little bit, but not too much. And she went, got her own friends. I went, got my own friends. And I did invite, she was a bridesmaid, and you know, a lot of things. It's like we both knew we are friends. Like, it doesn't matter what has happened in the past few years, we're friends, dude. And then I'd say like a year or two after the wedding, she dumps me. So she's just like, look, ever since you got saved, it's almost like I lost my friend, and now I've got a therapist. Like, when I talk to you, you want to counsel me, and sometimes I just want to talk to my friend. Like, I'm not trying to get help or anything like that. I'm just trying to talk to my friend. And I could definitely identify with that. You know, that syndrome of when you just got saved and you are just there in the clouds. Maybe it's just me. You're there in the clouds and you think you know it all, and you want to help and pray for everyone and take out demons, and you want to call everyone's sin out. That was me, this girl. 2014, 15, it kind of started fading out. 2017, 2016, because you start growing up and you wisen up and you calm down. So that was one of the reasons. And then also that she just didn't feel like anything was reciprocated. If she doesn't call, I don't call. She doesn't text, I don't text. The friendship is on her shoulders. Cool. It really, really hurt me. I don't know. Those things hurt me, guys. I don't know what the intensity is brought by or from, because I don't know, man. I get really hurt. I shut down when I'm hurt. I can't even think. I give so much advice. I can't even take my own advice. I can't think straight. So cool. I think we were broken up for a year or almost a year and a half. So she came back. I respected that, and I said, I personally don't think this is worth breaking up for. I can fix what I need to fix, and we can, you know, continue. And she was like, nah. Same with the other girls. The one made it clear that she's good, and then the other three was like a sobonanga wesisi. And I was willing to do what I had to do to show them that I really still want them to be my friends. I still want to be their friends. And yeah. So yeah, those friendships are back and they're good, all of them. So I'm talking about the one and then the other three. So I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was like, don't you think this can be two-sided? Don't you think on the one end of the spectrum, too much is expected of us, guys? Like, oh, do you understand? I have to make sure these people feel SK is present in my life. SK cares about what happens in my life. SK checks up on me. SK is interested. Then on the other end, I feel like you should be doing that if you're a friend. Like, you can't expect people to just be in your life and you just, show interest when you want to, when things are okay, or you don't show interest at all and they're just there for you. They check up on you, they come to your stuff, and every time you guys are together, you're the one that's talking about your problems. You don't even stop to think and ask, friend, are you okay? What's happening? What happened when you followed up with, like, following up type of stuff. Taking into account the things they say, the things they like. Just knowing your friend as you would a spouse or a partner. Like, you know, certain things in certain environments piss them off or get them excited. You know, if you buy them a certain thing, this will make their day, or show them something, or take them somewhere, or just do something for them. We should be doing those things for people we call our friends. Now, me personally, I've been a really, really bad friend. Not gonna lie. I think I became aware of this in 2021, end of 2021, beginning of last year. And I was just like, no, man. Kunento engahlangani la. And the biggest reason for that, was firstly, definitely the Holy Spirit, who would just make me aware of things. Like, if I'm talking to a friend of mine and she says, friend, do you remember that thing? Or do you remember when I told you about this thing? And in my head, I'm like, how can I not remember this? And I would blame some of it on pregnancy brain, like, you know, kids take your brain cells. I don't know how true that is. Don't fetch me. But it's a thing, like, you know, and for me, really, guys, since having kids, I'm alright. So I blame it on a lot of stuff, like I've got stuff going on. And I think what didn't help me in my ignorance is that I'm the married friend. I'm the one with children. So I'm the busiest. Load of nonsense, by the way, because none of that warrants my behavior as a bad friend or my lack of paying attention. That doesn't make me the busiest person. Anyway, so I then realized already, wow, I'm really a bad friend when I started working a job that I was working last year, and I was around a group of girls who really portrayed friendship in a way I've never seen. Things such as, like, they know their friends, what is these things? Love languages. And they actually, it's like they don't even try, but if it's acts of service, they'll just always serve their friend. Not always, but they'll just know this is the focal point to show my friend damn tender. And it just comes up in things like in conversation. So I don't think I've ever asked or taken time to notice what my friends' love languages were. The other thing is they remember things that their friends tell them, things that their friends have gone through, and they reference those things. If like a separated scenario happens, they're always like reference to, my friend, remember that thing and how you got through that and what you did and how that thing hurt you and what you learned from that. It's like they've got a file. This is my friend Amy's file. This is my friend Tiko's file. This is my friend Palisa's file. This is Maraping's file. It's like, whoa, how do you? So in my head, I'm like, sorry, that's not possible. I can't. I don't have capacity. I still feel like that, but at the same time, I won't lie, I really used that as a crutch because I felt, I've got children's birthdays to remember. I need to remember what Kumka needs to wear on Wednesday. There's a project, there's a Mother's Day, there's a Mila. And I really made excuses. And maybe I still do, but I'm better. So anyway, little things like that showed me that I really can be a better friend. I could call my friends more. I really have, girl, please. If my friends were here, they would tell you, they really started getting phone calls from me just to call, not to say I'm coming or where are you or where's this, just a call. Probably from last year. But we're being honest. So it pushed me, and I'm grateful to have seen and witnessed that, because it now showed me, okay, sis, you've got a lot of work to do. And I think I actually texted them, and I was like, girl, I'm really sorry I've been a bad friend. Joe, I really am sorry. Yeah, there's just things, bare minimum, that I didn't do. And I believe I've improved. They can comment in the section down below if I'm lying. But I think I've come far. There's a lot more to do and learn and implement. But yeah, I think also the whole thing of talking about your expectations in a friendship, and that's what we did with the friend that dumped me, the one friend. When we started again, I said, can you tell me what you want from me? Because with some people it's hard to read. Like, there's a friend of mine, one of my besties, she when she's going through a really rough time, she wants you to leave her alone. She actually won't tell you. Let's just say that first. She will not tell you. How you will notice is she'll be quiet, she'll be distant, she won't respond promptly to calls. Actually, she won't respond to calls, but she'll text you, hey, I'm okay, can I just have some space? And then you know, we are go. Then like a few months later, whenever she's overcome that thing, or she's in a better space to even talk about it to other people, then you'll find out, oh my gosh, she went through this and this and this and this. So she's that type of person who would want you to leave her alone. Let her go through it by herself. And that to her doesn't say you don't care, you're not involved, you don't check up on me. It's what she wants. And then you'd find there's other people who would want you to literally call them every day and go there and sit in the silence with them and cry with them and feed them. So you find different things. And if you do not ask, if you don't have the gift of just seeing and feeling, you will be in trouble. You need to know, what does my friend expect of me? In this situation, what do I do? When she's happy, when she's got something to celebrate, when she's not okay, when she's absolutely crumbling, when she's nervous, what does she need from me? Because guys, we will miss the mark. I'm grateful these girls didn't like ditch me, because what? I was a bad friend. I mean, I wasn't malicious in terms of I wasn't jealous of them, and I wasn't trying to steal their boyfriends or lie about them and gossip. No, but I was a bad friend in the sense that I was absent and I was very self-centered. I didn't now say, oh, let's only talk about me, only check on me. It was just a matter of, it's a one-sided friendship and I'm on the receiving end. And that was not good. So, have you been dumped before by your friend? Does it hurt you as much? Maybe you're not like me, who's like a people pleaser. So maybe it hurts you, but it doesn't go that deep. You don't personalize it because you're not a people pleaser. You just address the thing like, hey, what's happening? And then you move on. Are you like a fuck person type of thing? Like if a friend does this and it's a close friend, it's not that you don't love the person, but if they come to you and tell you that, do you not care? Do you go back and say, hey, can we fix it? What type of person are you? I'm a very, okay, what have I done? Let's talk. Let's fix this. In friendships. I don't know about other relationships, but yeah, I hate it when anyone is angry with me. Guess that's a video for another day, because wow, toxic much? But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today in terms of friendships and expectations. Those things are deep, and I think they get deeper as we grow. And please, it's only been 3 days since I've turned 30. Okay, not 3 days, but I'm fresh into, I guess, being an adult. But I just feel like, it seems like the higher we go in this age thing, is the more things are going to be clear and straightforward, and no one is trying to lie and by face, and people are just like gonna tell you the way it is, like, yo, I'm not happy, or I don't want to do this anymore. And I guess it's not wrong, it's what we should do. We owe each other that But there's a way to do it. Don't be hurtful, but make your feelings known to the other person, especially if you care for the friendship. And to those who have broken up and you see, oh, it's for the good. Good for you. I personally just don't believe in cutting people off without giving them a chance. So don't stay and be abused by someone who's clearly not interested in a relationship with you, friendship with you. But when you do tell them, because they might not even be aware, lay it down in a kind way to make them understand what they've done to you without taking nonsense, I guess. But yeah, that's my little session with you in terms of friendships. They're real, they cut deep. Thanks for listening. Please share your feelings and experiences. If you've been the one who's dumped, or if you've done the dumping, why did you do it? And how did you feel if you were the one dumped? Thanks guys for watching, and see you in my next video. It's coming soon.